Hi, my name is Angie, and I want to welcome you to my website. I have just created this website for families as a way of providing you with the resources in art and design that I am creating. I really want you to be able to use these resources in your families. I know there are so many families out there that are really working to encourage art for kids, and a lot of people sometimes find this difficult because maybe they're not artists themselves, and they really want to be able to help their kids be artistic and creative, and I would like to make that easier for you. So I've created some different resources and products. Really not a lot so far. I only have a little bit, but I'm going to continue to work on it, and I'm hoping that by looking at the stuff I already have and by hearing what I have to say, I'm hoping that you will be interested in really participating with me and maybe joining, subscribing, and becoming a part of this community so that we can provide art resources for our kids. So I would like to add that for me, this process isn't just about having more craft projects, because granted, I know there are tons of really fabulous websites out there and really great resources for providing craft resources for kids. And I think that's great, and I fully support that. But what I want to do is provide something a little bit unique, because it's what I'm passionate about. It's what I've always striven for, and that is artwork that isn't just about the skill and the craft of, coloring and cutting and pasting, which are all great things, and painting and color mixing and all that. And I will provide information about all that because I think it's really important. But also about how do you create meaning in artwork? How do you read meaning in artwork? And how do you bring that into your lives in a meaningful way that really creates a sense of unity in your family, or that benefits your family, and also the future for your children? How do you help them become more conscientious, more aware of their, more able to answer life's questions? So those deeper kind of life question kind of stuff, that's what I really think that art can contribute. I think lots of times it's so superficial and it's all about decoration. It's all about how can I make something pretty. And especially in Western society, we forget that art is really about providing meaning. It's about creating objects and creating a world that's not only beautiful, but that also gives us a purpose, that reminds us of who we are as people. So those are the stuff I'm really excited about providing for you. I really want to create learning tools. So I have videos, and I have workshop style type sort of video stuff for you to follow along and hopefully get some information. I also have some books that you can read with your kids and with each other, because I'm an artist too, and my artwork is really dedicated to families, conscientious families who are striving to create meaningful and deeper connections within their families. And those families are what I create my work for. When I'm creating my artwork, I think about those families, mostly because I have a lot of friends who are like that and who I really would like to help and for my artwork to be useful for them. So I create books. All my artwork is really meant for that, and I would like website is a format for me to connect with you so that you can have that work and you can have that thought and that inspiration in your home. So I have books, and I also I have provided already some art kits and some instructional videos on just painting techniques, because sometimes we need a little help, right? We need a few pointers, a few steps to get us over those hurdles. And so I've created some art kits and then some instructional videos, and hopefully there'll be many more instructional videos. Hopefully they'll get clearer and clearer and more useful, and there'll be stuff that really helps you sort of get over that hurdle of, I know that the mess and everything can be intimidating, and also the people feel, oh, I'm not artsy. So I want people to get over that, because to me, that's just doesn't make any sense. There are no art people and not art people. It's crazy. There are different levels of talent, and some people are more gifted, and definitely interest. Some people are more interested. But the fact is that everybody is creative. Everyone can benefit and find great, great joy in color, in beauty, and especially if you're working with fabulous art supplies, like the best. There's just things that you can create that you never imagined you could. So I really want for everyone to have that spark of creativity and then that enjoyment when you paint, when you feel that, just that rush that comes when you create something beautiful that you didn't even know you could. So I'm really excited about sharing stuff with you so that you can have that experience on your own and with your family, because sharing that experience together with a group is really what makes the whole experience even better. So the other thing that I'm going to be doing very soon is I have spent the last 3 years doing workshops with kids and with families. We've been doing really fabulous, great big paintings using all bright colors and things that really suit that family, and we've done workshops with them. So like myself worked with the group, and through that process I've really learned a lot about first of all mediation and facilitation and bringing groups together, especially families who work well together in some circumstances and also have difficulties. But I've also learned a lot about simple painting techniques that always look good. So that is really important for people because they want to make sure not only do we have a fun painting experience, but it looks good. My friend came to me for a workshop, and this is one of the first workshops I did, and she's a creative person. She's a wonderful designer, and she came to me and she said, we bought the canvases, we bought the paint, we put it all out, we got the kids, and everyone started painting, and she's like, and it was a great fun time, and the kids were painting, but she's like, you know what, like, we couldn't really put them on our wall. Like, they were not particularly beautiful in the end. It sort of turned into a big muddy sort of mess. And I'm like, yeah, well, that happens, and that's fun, it's a great experience, but if you want to really create something really beautiful to put on your wall as something memorable, and also have a great, fun painting experience, that you're not sort of like, oh, don't paint there, like, no more red over there, too much, and, like, where you're sort of feeling either uptight and it's not a positive experience for everyone. If you want to have that kind of painting experience, then that's what I want to show you how to do, because I've been doing that for a while, and I think I've really created a set of sort of tips and techniques that will help you really create something beautiful. I have a lot of people who say they come out of a workshop with me and they have like a 4-foot by 4-foot canvas, which is perfect. Everyone who buys a new house or even an old house, there's that space over the couch and you're like, what do I put there? Or there's that space over the master bed, and it's like, what do I put there? Or in the stairwell. There's always a big, huge blank wall, and everyone says, oh, like, you just sort of like some color, or you just sort of like something splashy and fun and abstract. And then you go to an art gallery and you're like, I just want some color on my wall. And, it's like $10,000 later. And not everyone can afford that. If you can, great, buy art. I'm all for that. But sometimes you just think, why don't we do this together? Why don't we paint something really beautiful? But it's intimidating, it's out of your hands, and you're not really sure that you can. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can. I have worked with all sorts of people, from really old to really young, and everyone has created something beautiful, truly, truly beautiful. And so I know that you can do it, and I'm going to show you a few steps that will really help you actually be able to do it. It's really not hard. Some things may seem intimidating at first, but it's not a big deal, and I'm going to walk you through it, show you how to do it, so that you can have, a painting that, people will think, oh, it cost you however much at a famous gallery, and you can say, no, we painted that ourselves. We did it ourselves. And not only did we do it ourselves, but we did it together in a sense of unity, and it means something to us. Not just because we painted it, but because we loved each other when we painted it. And the love of our family is in that painting, and it's important to us. It's going to be important for generations. That painting is going to really mean something. And to me, that meaning is what's really, really important. So I want to give these videos to you, and I'm going to be making them over the next couple months. And if you would like to receive them in your email box, it's not going to be a ton of stuff, little bits, right? I don't spam anybody. And, you know, if you've liked my Facebook page, you know I hardly ever post there because I'm really afraid. I really hate it when you like something or you end up on some email list and you get stuff every day and it's like, okay, enough. Like, I will only put stuff maybe once a week, probably once a month. But hopefully the stuff you'll get will be really, really valuable to you. I really want you to enjoy what you get and for it to be really useful. So if you want to put your email in the subscription box just down below on my website, and then I will send you the videos as I make them. And when they're done, when you've watched the series, you're going to be able to make fabulous artwork project with your family on your own. And then obviously there's even going to be more. As I produce, I'm working also on a book right now. As that book comes out, you'll be the first to know, you'll be the first to see it, and the first to benefit from it. And these are all meant for you. Everything is meant to help conscientious families incorporate art in their life and use that art for creating meaning, for creating unity, for bringing out deeper discussions, for talking about those really nitty-gritty important things of life, and for using art to do that. Because art, that's what art is for. It's not for this pretty little pictures on the wall deck. It's not about that. It's for really finding out the meaning, our purpose. What are we? What is our purpose? What is our meaning? Who are we for? Okay, so that is what I have to say. I'm really excited that you've made it to my website, that you've watched this video all the way to the end. Put your email below, and I'd love to be in contact with you and to meet you and to be able to share what I've got over the next few months. Thank you.